welcome to Swap Cards YouTube series. What the is hybrid? WTF is hybrid. I am extremely privileged and honored to be in the presence of Adam Parry today. We're here at Event Tech Live at one of the on-site days. How does it feel to be on site, Adam?
I'm elated. I'm so glad to be back at a physical event. I feel a bit rusty, if I'm honest. And as much as I am an advocate for virtual and hybrid events, I think, when you were born in the events industry or fell into it, as pretty much everybody does, there is nothing like coming back to a physical event and seeing people and meeting the halls, seeing new people, seeing old friends. So, I'm not going to lie, I think I felt more pressure coming back to a physical event after a kind of a 2-year hiatus than I did when I launched the event, if I'm honest. So I feel very privileged that we've been able to put on an event. We've had amazing support from the event technology community, the exhibitors, the sponsors, organisers who are able to come because I know how busy it is at the moment for everybody. So yeah, I hope that helps. I hope that answers that. It's amazing to be back on site, and I'm looking forward to attending a lot more events myself in the coming months.
Well, it's amazing to be on site just because I can sit here with you. Very quickly, tell me what you think is the definition of a hybrid event.
There is no definition. There is no definition. It is a word that describes a combination of digital and physical or in-person elements. I think it's very much like the word event technology. It means many things. At the moment, I think event technology to people means virtual and hybrid platforms because that's what's dominated our lives. But yeah, I think we have yet to define what hybrid really means as an industry. We've not had the opportunity yet.
Well, you are leading the way, paving the way for other event organizers sitting here today at your almost week-long virtual on-site mixture of everything event. Tell me what inspired you to design Event Tech Live this way. A little bit about how the networking works here, how the content works, the content streaming and the content accessibility, and then explain to us why you designed it that way and if you're having fun doing it.
Sure. Okay, so I guess we were born as a 2-day physical event, and when we had to pivot just like everybody else, we wanted because the topic was so prevalent at the time, we felt that it was an opportunity to provide more education and knowledge share. And we've been a huge supporter of education in the market because education leads to adoption, it leads to understanding, makes everybody's life easier. So Event Tech Live's always featured a huge amount of content for the size of event that it is. It's almost like half conference versus exhibition. So we use it as an opportunity to provide more value to attendees and exhibitors. And then coming back to the physical, we were like, well, if we undo that, we feel like we're kind of going backwards. We have streamlined it somewhat. So today and tomorrow, there are still 4 stages of content, all being streamed live into our platform. We believe in inclusivity and accessibility, and one of the benefits of technology is that we can do that. So anybody in the world, we've got people tuning in from Canada, America, Australia, Dubai, so a worldwide audience. And I think for us, we saw, for this event specifically, that the 2 days leading into the event were the opportunity to start people to get going again and start dipping the toes into content, getting ready for the physical event if they come in here. And we've formatted that in the terms of we've had 8 sessions per digital day in the lead up with workshops and roundtables and speed networking. The 2 days, today and tomorrow, will be live stream. Friday will be, for us, it's kind of like a reconnect, because for the exhibitors, there's still a lot of opportunity to follow up. And for us, Friday was just a way to wrap the week off.
That's so inspired, and I'm sure that a lot of event profs watching this are going to learn from you. I was actually going to ask about the global reach that you've managed to have since you've added this kind of virtual element and made it longer. Going hybrid has really helped you attain a larger audience?
Absolutely. Event Tech Live has always had an international audience, but in the sense that we had people come maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from various different countries. I think in 2019 we reached physical attendees from about 47 different countries. Going virtually or hybrid, at the moment I think 97 is what we're on. and a lot bigger numbers in terms of people from those regions. So, travel's expensive. We're under a lot of pressure in terms of time because we're all busy people with work and family and all that kind of stuff. So for us, event technology is a global topic. It affects events all around the world. So yeah, we're using that way to reach that audience or allow them to interact with the event, hopefully providing more value for everybody involved.
I can assure you that you're definitely providing more value. Tell me a little bit about year-round engagement that you do with this community, if any, and what role does technology play in that?
Sure. So I guess prior to the pandemic, we have a publication, Event Industry News. So we use that as a method to keep informed with our readers and our audience and our attendees. And then we're quite heavy on social media, so we use that a lot to engage. I think what we're transitioning now to, especially around the technology community that we've got, is we're looking at ways to roll out kind of education and pop-up events and things like that throughout the year. And I think those will probably take the form of being virtual predominantly, because then anybody in the world can access them. And then I think I'd like to do, if I can get my team to agree, a couple of different pop-ups in different regions, just bringing the smaller communities together, very much around networking, maybe a small amount of education. Because I think, I'm a big component in a lot of business is actually done outside of the event or around the event. So I think that's what I'd like to do. That's my vision for how we engage the community.
That sounds incredible. I can't wait to be a part of it. Okay, I have to ask, is there any kind of backstage secrets or behind the scenes secrets that nobody else knows about the organization of Event Tech Live that you think you can share with me? I mean, no dirty secrets.
Backstage. Before organizing Event Tech Live, me and my co-founder had never organized an event in our lives. It was, yeah. That's one of the best things about the events industry, but also one of the most dangerous things about the events industry. I think, if the passion is within you to bring people together, that is your thing, then events are a great mechanism to do that. And if you can find a way to make money from it, and as a business, then that's the icing on the cake. So yeah, I'd not even organised a birthday party before.
Oh my gosh, you guys are reckless, but it's turning out great. So that's an awesome story. You heard it here first. Okay, last question. I just want to know, is there any one takeaway that you would have everyone watching this leave with? One insight or piece of advice that you find important to share with them?
Yes. When it comes to the adoption of technology, or when it comes to running hybrid or virtual events, things will inherently go wrong. We've had it on, I'm going to be very honest, we've had it on this show today. We've had some of the stream not quite right in terms of audio quality, not quite right in terms of stream quality, even though we're using great infrastructure. There are certain things always out of your control. And I think as event organizers, we strive for perfection when it comes to everything that we do. And that's a great quality to have. But in the world of technology, when you're using a lot, you're trying to put things together, you're going 5 days, hybrid, all of that kind of stuff. There is a risk element against it. But as long as you have great partners and great people, then you can be reactive on site and you can put things right. That's why choosing great technology companies like Swapcard is a must in terms of building a trust and the support and the network that goes behind a company like us. I said for years now, way before the pandemic, that SaaS should mean software and a service in our industry. So fail often, fail fast, and don't be worried if the audio or the image is a bit dodgy on your live stream.
Fail often and fail fast. Wise words from Adam Parry. Thank you so much for being here today, and thanks for a fantastic event.
Thank you for having me, Mia. It's been a pleasure.